Thank you for coming in today on such short notice. We actually just lost all of our staff. Something about a unsafe work environment. And also they weren't getting paid. This interview is being recorded and also later played on a gigantic screen for hundreds of people, as well as posted on the internet. For full transparency, the hours are pretty bunk. We're looking for people addicted to the hustle. The grind set, if you will. And the pay is, well, you sort of heard that. Anyway, why don't we begin? Why are you applying for this job?
Well, I want to add on to my skills. I've had a lot of jobs, and I think it's always good to branch out and add to your skills, so that you become a more well-rounded person. And also having another paycheck doesn't hurt.
My husband is very expensive. This is my husband. He's also my brother.
Well, I recently came on 4 times, and I need to fund my addiction, my Oshi addiction, you see.
I'm applying for this job because I have a lot of credit card debt from shopping too much.
I have a lot of acrylic stands to buy and not a lot of funds to do it with. So that doesn't mean that I'm not good with money or anything. Like, I think I'm great with money, and
I need money so bad, like so bad. I'm like, ooh, I am so broke. And I saw your guys' ad, and it looks like you guys pay very well. So, like, how much you think I'm worth? I'm gonna be honest, dude. I lost it all in the stock market. I need this job real bad.
would love to be a part of the company, TM.
Huh. Okay. What is your biggest weakness and how can you overcome it?
My biggest weakness is that I love to gossip, and say bad things about other people in the workplace, and I will overcome it by everyone at work being really cool at this job, of course. So, like, I don't have to say anything about them. I had no idea what they were asking, so I just said, whatever, came to my head first.
My biggest weakness? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's how broke I am. It makes it really hard to do things. You kind of like need money for food and clothes and water and gacha and a cat. And I think the best way to overcome that is for you guys to hire me. I'm gonna be honest. I think this is a simple equation. You and me equals success. I hope they give us 420 off. Like a holiday.
Oh boy, my biggest weakness is that I'm just too thorough. I'm too thorough. I'm looking at everything. I'm double checking everything. I'm triple checking everything. I'm quadruple checking everything. So that does take a little bit of time, but that just means that the results will be at 100% accurate. Biggest weakness? I don't have a biggest weakness. I just gotta say something that makes it sound like it's kind of bad, but it's actually a really good thing.
My biggest weakness is that I have a metal leg. Sometimes it falls off and I fall to the ground. So I have a hard time keeping steady. And the way that I overcome it, I just keep going. I don't even think about it. Maybe I'll crawl across the ground. Maybe I can crawl to my destination. I just keep going forever and ever and ever and ever, and I never stop. And that also could be my biggest strength, because I never give up. And I think that would be awesome as a prospective employee. Don't you think?
My biggest weakness is that I am very poor and my husband is very expensive, but I have a metal pipe that fixes everything.
Okay. Right. Are you comfortable using the air vents to escape?
Air vents.
Oh boy. I personally have never gone into an air vent before, but I have watched quite a few horror movies, aka Alien, where they do go into the air vents. So I'm confident that if I need to pull an alien, I could do it if my life was on the line.
So I'm not comfortable with opening air vents because I have really nice acrylic nails. So like you would have to get someone with a bad manicure to open the air vents and give me like little gloves, but I could crawl through them, yes.
The air vents? To escape? Like, oh, in an emergency. Surely that's what you mean in an emergency. Well, I guess that depends how high up they are. I don't really jump that well. Maybe if you have a step stool, or maybe someone can like hoist me up on their shoulders. That might work.
Yeah, because as long as they're clean, as long as they're cleaned out every once in a while, I think I could make my way through them. I'm pretty thin. I could make my way through them. If that's like the only mode of transportation available, then I suppose. Although you know what? Never mind. Yes, I'm very comfortable using the air vents.
I have been called very flexible and very nimble in the past, so I don't want to, but if it requires it for the job, I can do it. Did I really just get asked that?
What would you do if you knew you were going to die in an hour?
And I was like on the job.
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm at work and I'm dying in an hour, I'm gonna take a really long bathroom break. I'm like, I only have an hour left to live. I am not sitting at my desk. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna chill out, enjoy myself for at least 30 minutes of that time, and then come back and be like, well,
Would you come back and work the last 30 minutes?
I would not work the last 30 minutes, but maybe I would, if I have any enemies at the office, I would really, I don't know if I should say this, but let's just say if I have enemies at the office and I only had 1 hour to 30 minutes left to live after I took my 30-minute bathroom break, they might not be around either afterwards.
Oh. Take them out with you, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
In 1 hour, I would fly to Disney World, and I would wait. That's longer than an hour. No, just kidding. I would.
If I knew I was going to die in an hour, I would break no contact with my situationship from 2 years ago.
I would go to the store and I would buy as many Red Bulls as I possibly can, and then I would drink them all. I would drink them all in succession on the floor of the grocery store, and I would just keep drinking them and drinking them and drinking them and watching the timer go down as my body fails me.
In an hour? Like, I'd probably leave this interview.
Oh.
No offense, but
Okay.
like, if I'm gonna die in an hour, I don't need a job.
Well, that probably wouldn't happen because my brother husband would probably stop it from happening. That or we would explode.
Awesome.
You guys need someone who's gonna live longer because I respect your guys' time and money. And that's why you should hire me.
This job requires you to partake in a hot dog eating contest. How many hot dogs can you reasonably eat in 10 minutes?
Huh? I have a ham and cheese sandwich every day for lunch.
In 10 minutes, I like 50. I am a hot dog connoisseur. So I'm a big hot dog lover. Hot dogs from anywhere, I will eat them. The only thing that I will not compromise on is I do not do the putting the bun in water method. I do not do that. That is sacrilegious. But I'm confident in 10 minutes if I'm really hungry. I want to overshoot and say 50, but I don't know, probably 30. As a hot dog connoisseur.
You might not believe this, but I could eat about 6 or 7.
Sorry, this is awesome because Dreamy said 50.
My real answer is that I don't know.
Do I get a Beverly with it?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. Well, in that case, if I could have like maybe like a Dr. Pepper with it, in 10 minutes, you said?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
I could probably eat one.
Preferably none. So you see, I have this pork allergy, but it's not necessarily an allergy. It's just like this meat sensitivity. So like, while I can eat like ramen broths and things with pork, I can't necessarily eat like the physical meat of it. So I would probably have to specially request like vegan dogs or like beef dogs. But like, I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian. You know what I mean? Like, good for people that are. Love who you love, but like, it's not that important to me personally. So preferably just like less than one beef dog.
The VTubers do get a bit quirky here at night. Describe what you would do in a situation where you were faced with a rabid animal while wearing a t-shirt that says Twitch TOS on it.
A rabid animal? Honestly, maybe I just take off my shirt and trap the animal in it.
Well, actually, I do have experience wrangling animals, and I would simply take the VTuber to the ground. I would pin them on the ground, and I would give them a non-lethal dose to knock them out, and safely transport them, so that they would not harm me or others. I think that's probably the best course of action.
The rabid animal has the shirt on, or I have the shirt on?
I think in this situation, you would have the shirt on.
Oh. Well, then I'd probably give it to the animal.
If it was a rabid animal, I would jump on the chair like an oldie-timey cartoon and say, "Eek! A mouse!" And then I would make some stinky boy get the rabid animal, because I don't want rabies, because that's not really cool. It's not really fashionable. That was a stupid freaking question.
How did you get that video of me? That wasn't supposed to be released to the public.
Okay, and finally, there are 3 baskets of apples. Each basket has 84 apples. The apples will be divided into 9 equal groups. Have you ever used an eyewash station before? And to your knowledge, are you allergic to latex?
I have never used an eye wash station, but I've washed out my eyes with water. Does that count? Just like at a regular sink, though.
Yeah.
Wait. How many apples did Tom start with? And how does that... Wait. An eye wash station.
I've not used an eye wash station for the purpose of washing my eyes, but I did turn it on once and get in trouble for doing so. And I'm not allergic to latex. So you can send me balloons.
Okay, well then if that counts, then I haven't properly used any proper eye wash station, which I imagine does make it a lot easier to wash out your eyes, but I have washed out my eyes for various reasons I will not go into. And then what was the second part of the question?
Are you allergic to latex?
No latex allergies here. Wink! I was honestly so scared that they were going to ask me to do math because they were like, okay, 3 baskets, 84 apples each, divided by 9. I was like, am I allowed to use a calculator for this or no?
Latex? I know what kind of job this is.
I didn't get any weird vibes from the interviewer. I thought they were very nice. You know, that's not the weirdest question I've ever been asked.
So I think 6, 7, no, and yes. Yeah. I am epic.
Apples? My brother husband is actually really, really, really into apples. I'm sorry, what else was the question? I look really good in latex, by the way.
Well, thanks. This has been a great interview. You will hear back from us probably soon. Maybe never. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming in today. Yay! So good. You did great.
Oh, thank
That's the end of the
you.
interview.
Thank you. When do I get the job?
You will hear back in 7 to 10 business days.
Okay, in the insurance policy, is my brother husband included, or is that a bit difficult because we're related in 2 ways now?
There's the door. There's the door, Cato.
Oh, I don't mind just taking the air vents. Sorry, okay, we're done. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the interviewer was my dad. I don't really know what to do about that.
Wait, what am I applying for again?
Was it a bad idea to admit in an interview that I would take out my enemy in the office and that I wasn't going to work during my last hour? I mean, yeah, listen, it's like a corporation, right? They want you to work even if you're gonna die. But I would say that one of my strongest features is that I'm very honest. So, you know, sometimes you gotta be honest even if it makes you look really bad.
I think this job would be really great from people like me because sometimes you just get a vibe from the place, like a really weird vibe. You just know you're gonna fit right in. Even though everyone is like a little older than you, and things you know, they might be married and you're not married, and they might have kids and you might not have kids, and but just sometimes you just feel like you're gonna fit right in, you know.
I saw one of the other interviewees, and man, she smelled.
If I don't know the answer, my number one tactic is to lie. And I would say my favorite lie is saying that I'm pregnant. And kind of like depending on my needs, I adjust what trimester I'm in.
So let me tell you about Caleb Love in Deep Space.
Did you know that they had a bunch of free soda in the fridge? They had a bunch of sticky notes with people's names on them, but I just tore those off and I just started drinking the soda. I mean, it's there. I mean, it's there for everyone, so I had some.
I really hope they have Dr. Pepper in the cafeteria. Is there a cafeteria? Do we get lunch breaks?
I definitely have a home to go to. I definitely have a home that I go to every night, and I'm definitely not sleeping out in the dumpster behind the building already, hoping that if I get hired, then I can maybe sleep inside the building. I'm definitely not doing that, so don't go back there and don't look.
Did you guys know that the moon is fake?
What kind of job could this possibly be?
My bigness, my big penis. That's not what I was gonna say. I'm so sorry.
Run it back.
Can you ask the question again? I'm so sorry.
What is your biggest? No, I'm saying it.